Hey guys, Toxic Apple 64 here, bringing you guys another episode of my New York Islanders BHM mode commentary. And in the last episode we left off, I was asking whether or not we should pick up a defenseman in free agency, specifically Oliver Ekland, and then whether or not we should get rid of Rob Scuderi. And I saw people saying, get rid of Rob Scuderi, he's old and he's got a huge cap, so I'm going to try and get rid of him right now. So we get into the trade players here. And a side note before I forget, part 2 of my Toronto BHM mode commentary should be up on LPTN. And video link in the description, as long as the link to LPTN, because if you like the content, go check out some of the other guys' content, because it's not just me that uploads that channel. It's me, JMort1255, SkaterDude97, and Eddie the Man, and we all upload to that. It's all our own channels, so go check out their content as well, because they got some pretty cool stuff that you guys might like, and yeah, go check that out. So, get started off, though, back to my GM mode commentary now, and let's actually sort it by cap to find them. Let's see, where is he? Rob Scuderi, there he is, $2 million as a top 6 defenseman. We could probably get rid of that cap. So, let's see now. What can I trade him for? Do I want to go? I'm not going to go for a prospect. I'll go for a pick, maybe. Okay, so they can accept it. 3rd round pick, and how about a 4th? 3rd and a 4th, and a 7th. There we go. 3rd, 4th, and a 7th for Rob Scuderi. No. How about, forget the 7th. Oh, crap. Keep adding picks. How about you forget the 7th? No, how about just the 3rd? There we go. So a 3rd for Rob Scuderi. Even trade for them. We picked up an extra $2 million there on our cap. We have no picks this year, but yet again, this is our last free agency, so we're not going to be at another draft, or we just did our last draft in the last episode, so I know this GM mode's coming to an end slowly. Pretty soon we'll be picking up our next team, but not right now, though. I'll tell you guys when I want you guys to comment for that, but first off, though, let's jump into free agency right now. Free agents, there we go. And let's pick up, where is he? The defenseman. Actually, let me sort it by, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let's go to defenseman. There we go. That's right where it's defenseman. There we go. Sort by overall. Oscar, sorry, not Oliver. Oscar Ekland. And we got 2 mil. I'll give him 1.950 for the next, whoops. There, 1.950 for the next 2 years. Sounds like a pretty good deal. Again, he's a top 2 defenseman, but he's actually pretty good offensively, so it would be a great power play guy to add to our team. And yeah, we can pick him up and let's see if we can fix up that bad power play from last year. So will that trade go through? Yes, it did. There we go. So there we go. We picked up Oscar Ekland there. Pretty good trade pickup. And or no, trade. What am I saying? Free agency. Okay, there we go. I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know, guys. It's late. I want to go to bed right now. I'm just going to finish up this commentary and then I'm going to bed. But yeah, sorry, guys. I'm not focused at all. Anyways, we picked him up as a power play specialist for our team. Actually, let me check. How many players have I approached? Yeah, so I only approached him. There were some young guys I know, but I think I'm going to wait on picking them up. Let's see. There was actually some young guys. Yeah, Nemasankov and some guys like that. Maybe Jericho. There's also a goalie, I think, maybe. No, anyways. So I picked up Ekland, or I haven't yet, but I'm pretty sure I will, because no one else was interested in him, so we'll see what happens here. And just let me check my team again and make sure I don't have to pick anyone else up, in case I forget. Because it has been a few days since I've done a commentary, because I did a double episode last time. So we got 2 first-liners, and then Yakupov, then we got Pavelski, Lupo, Grabner. Then we got Shen, McClement, Reinhardt. Yeah, then we got Green. Alright. What do you want? Yeah, then we got 3 4th-liners. Okay, oh wait, crap, go back there. Let's sort it by role again. Forgot to check the defenseman just in case. I forgot about someone. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 will be Ekland when he comes. So there we go. And then let me just check the goalies again. Yes, we got GR, who's our backup now, and we got Campbell, who's an elite goalie. So there we go. Our team's all set, and yeah, we'll sim up a few days here to see what happens, whether or not Ekland signs or whatnot. We'll see what happens. I hope he signs. I'd be pretty mad if he doesn't, because then we'd have to pick up another guy from free agency that we might not necessarily want, but we'd have to pick up because, you know, I'm not going to play a depth D like Mike Commodore on the point in our top 6. Definitely not. So I'm pretty sure he'll sign, like I said before, because no other teams were interested in him, but yet, I don't know, some weird things happen sometimes. So continue suing up. He hasn't called us back yet, but we'll see what happens. Actually got a pretty small roster, only 23 players, just looking at that. The game might give us some players just to fill up AHL depth, but whatever. I'm not too worried about the AHL team right now. I don't even think they've done good 1 year, so whatever. My focus right now is the New York Islanders, just to see what will happen. Because again, next year, there's no exceptions. We are going to win. Don't really care. So yeah, he accepted. There we go. Yeah, like I said, there's no exceptions. Sorry, guys, I have to mute my mic for a second. Sorry about that. I haven't been having a really bad cough past a little bit, and didn't want to cough in my mic. Anyways, though, so we signed. I'm gonna sim up a bit here, and I'll do the lines, and then we'll end this video. So sim up to the September 16th. There we go. And I don't normally do this in a video, but since I started, I'm not gonna do like a 5-minute video. So I'll continue simming this up here. I'm just gonna talk about some of the NHL facts here. Continuing on, so let me check the my Game Center app on my phone just to check what the scores are in case I want to check or mention anything. First off, I know you guys probably don't care, but I do. My Philadelphia Flyers won tonight, 2-1 against Tampa Bay. Anyways, so one thing, the Islanders lost tonight, 4-2 to Pittsburgh Penguins. Right now, it kind of sucks. What game was I gonna talk about now? Oh yeah, I have to check the Chicago Blackhawks San Jose game. Okay, so that's a really big game because San Jose and Chicago, both teams are starting off the year on fire, leading the West. Like either one, if you put one in the East or one in the West, they'd both be leading the conference. So they both started off extremely amazing. They're both having really good times. But looks like Chicago won the game. But I'm not sure how the last 2 goals were played out. I watched it until, oh my god, I forgot the name. But the player on San Jose got a 5-minute game misconduct because the ref made a really bad call. I forget what it was exactly, but anyways, it was a horrendous call, and I remember saying I was so mad, but that was a few hours ago, and I really forget what happened. But yeah, it looks like Chicago got some goals. I'm not sure who the goals were from. Let me check actually. Looks like, oh yeah, Connor Chin, the depth guy, accepted a contract. There we go. So let me check actually who got the final 2 goals. I know it was like a really close game, 3-3, but yeah, both of them were fighting for it. Let me check the box score. There we go. Okay, so in the third, yeah, so Kane got a goal, just a normal goal in the second period, and then Kane got another goal. So did Kane get the hat trick that game, or just 2? No, we got just the 2. So yeah. Anyways, though, the game was chaotic. Like the first period, like the goals happened so fast. There was 3 goals that happened within like 2 minutes, or was whatever it was. It was like, so it started at 10:47 into the first, where let's see now. Where Jesus for San Jose scored, then like 11:37, Kruger had a second goal for Chicago, and right there is tied 3-3. So yeah, definitely a crazy night for that game. I was actually really excited to watch it because it's really entertaining. And since I'm in the Western Conference, or I'm not in the Western Conference, but I live in the West, like Western Canada, so it's kind of, my Flyers games are always earlier, so I always get to watch some of these Western teams play. And I know Chicago and San Jose are probably 2 of my favorite Western teams, up there with Edmonton. I'm always a Flyers fan, don't get me wrong, but I do like some of the other teams, like not favorite teams, but just to watch. I think San Jose and Chicago are both pretty good teams. I don't mind Edmonton because of how young they are, and they're gonna be a pretty good team in the future. Anyway, so it's just a crazy game. If you guys haven't been able to see it, go check out the highlights for sure, because you guys will enjoy it. It was nuts, just goal after goal after goal, and then it settled out there after I stopped watching at the end of the first. But yeah, second and third settled out, and actually it doesn't look like. Sorry, I have to mute my mic again. Sorry about that, but I don't want to have you guys listen to me cough through halfway through this commentary. Anyway, so it doesn't look like Chicago actually scored on that 5-minute game misconduct. Sorry, but that did change the game. Actually, no, wait, they did actually. Yeah, no, they did. Kane got his first goal in the second period. That was on the game misconduct. So yeah, the refs did change the game again. It was a bad penalty. Let me actually check quickly. Where was the penalty? Let's see. I have to find it somewhere around here. Was this against it? Was this it? Was this? I know it was in second, but I'm not sure. It doesn't say right now how long. No. Well, it was a 10-minute penalty on Chicago. I'm not sure. It doesn't say right now, but if I knew, I'd tell you guys. Yeah, it doesn't say, but I would tell you guys. It was a dumb penalty. I remember myself saying, "Man, that's pretty stupid." Just a call by the ref, and the ref looks like he definitely changed the game, because it was 3-3 and then became 4-3, and then San Jose pretty much gave up. So yeah, definitely a bad night for San Jose. Standings, they're still pretty close, I believe. Just let me check quickly. The joys of having a phone with Wi-Fi right now. Let's see, in the West. Yeah, so they're only 3 points behind Chicago right now. So that game would have brought them 1 point ahead of them. But yeah, so like I said, the Chicago and the Sharks, they're just leading the West. Like Sharks are 7-2-1, and Chicago 8-0-2. So they've yet actually Chicago has yet to lose a regular game or a regulation game. Yeah, like the East is nowhere near right now. Those two, if you put them in either conference, they'd be leading right now because the Eastern leader is Pittsburgh with 14, but the East is like super close though because starting with the teams at 8 points, so the Flyers, Rangers, Hurricanes all have 8. Okay, so that's 12, 11, and 10 plates. Jets and Islanders have 9 points. That's 9th and 8th place, right? The Leafs have 10. That's 7th. The Canadiens have 12 at 6th. The Senators have 13, the Devils have 13, and the Bruins have 13. The Senators are 5th, Devils are 4th, Bruins are 2nd. Lightning have 12 at 3rd, that's because their conference isn't really the strongest, and then Pittsburgh has 14 at 1st. So when you're looking at the teams overall, it's still super close. You know, Pittsburgh goes on a 2-game win streak right now, and the Flyers continue their home stand right now because they've won 2. If they win another 2 games, you know, they're right up there with Pittsburgh again, right? So the standings pretty much go any other way. That's why it's kind of hard to judge teams at least early on. Like you have to wait at least to the 20-game mark because it'd be a little bit easier to determine who's top of the league and who is not. Because right now, even Chicago, they could be like they could just have could just be having like a really good start, then watch them lose like 4 games in a row, and San Jose is back up to the top, and Vancouver's also up there. You know, so that's what I'm saying. It doesn't really matter what the first 10 or 9 games or whatever 10 games 1 to 10 they matter, but they don't. You know, just because of how weird the standings are, because you can start off the season really hot, but it doesn't really matter. It looks like actually Ryan Strome, we haven't given him a contract, so I might give him a contract here. Give him a 2-way deal. Anyways, sorry guys, jumping off topic there. But yeah, it's like I was saying, it doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, so whatever, you know. So Pittsburgh's in the first in the East right now, but that's probably for like one night. Then after that, Bruins, who have 13, might get a win, and Pittsburgh might not, you know. And Pittsburgh, they've played 10 games, and that's 2 more than Bruins, 1 more than the Lightning, 1 more than the Devils, you know. So they've actually had a lot more games than some of the other teams up there fighting with them for places. So that's probably a good thing to see some challenges coming through the league. My poor Flyers are 4-6-0. Have yet to get to overtime, but yeah, they've actually won 2 in a row, which is actually pretty good. But anyway, so that's my little talk about the night's action in the league and how everything's shaping out. It's brought us pretty close to this off season. So guys, I normally don't sim this, but I already started a video. It's like 5 minutes in. I'm like, well, you know, I don't think I'll make another 5-minute video. I did one like last off season or 2 off seasons ago, hunting for Pavelski, or can't talk, hunting for Pavelski, but that was more of like a special thing. Anyway, so my little talk there on the NHL, and then points and scoring and all that type of stuff. I don't worry about that till at least the season's halfway through, like where everyone has some points, because anyone can start off the year getting goals, like a goal a game or whatever for like the first 10 games. Like same thing with the standings, but anyone can start the year with a goal in the first 10 games, but then they can hit a spot where they don't get a point for 20 games. I've seen it happen, right? Or I haven't seen it, but I know it's happened, right? So I don't really care about standings until at least the season's at least halfway through. So until that 24th game, for example, they don't kind of have an idea of who's actually picking up the scoring, who isn't, because any player, like I know Phil Kessel on the Leafs right now, he's got no goals in however many games they've played, you know, so definitely people can have bad starts or even strong starts. Like I know Matt Fratton on the what was I gonna say? On the Leafs, there we go. On the Leafs, he has like 5 goals in 6 games after they called him up after John Lupo got injured. So people can have hot starts this season. Like I said, you know, it doesn't really matter. It just depends where everyone plays this afterwards. So yeah, I don't really, like I said, don't judge the stats until you're at least halfway through the season, or in this case, halfway through. In the other season, at least 20 games, like I said, 20, 24, 25 games, until you can kind of tell who's going to be good, who's going to be bad, you know, because kind of hard to tell. Anyway, so we're finally getting near the end of this off season. While we're just finishing off here, let me take a drink of my water because my voice is getting a tiny bit sore from talking so long. So give me a second here. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Just getting a little sore because I've done quite a few commentaries after commentaries right now. So I just want to finish this last one off. I'm going to get going to bed. So hopefully you guys will enjoy those videos. or this video, it'll be for tomorrow during the day. You guys will probably see this one, but yeah. Continue. The game will give us some auto guys right there. Like I said, it'll probably happen, but I don't really care. It's like guys I'll fill up at the AHL. I don't really care about. I'm not gonna waste my time on signing those guys. So once the game sims up here, we'll check what the owner expects from us. We're gonna edit the line, send out the scout, do all the fun stuff, and then ask if there's any before the season starts kind of moves that you guys think I should make or any line changes. And then if not, we'll jump right into the season next video, which will be coming out tomorrow. Tomorrow, hopefully, because I don't really know what I'll be. I know what I'll be doing, but I'm not sure if I'll have time. And if I don't worry, guys, because like I said, I still have school and stuff. I won't guarantee a video upload a day until I'm like out of school back into summertime. But yeah, so expect hopefully a video tomorrow, if not the day after for sure. And we'll be starting off the season. And yeah, we're getting right into this now. Finally, sorry, it feels like forever. Yeah, 5th year of the New York Islanders. Made some interesting choices in the offseason, but I have to assume you know what you're doing. Just to let you know, I want the team to get 39 wins this season. So he expects us to have a bad year. I think we're going to have a good year, in my opinion. So let's continue there. We'll surprise the owner a bit now. We'll give him a 50-win season, hopefully. Hopefully with this team. I'm not expecting a 50-win season, but I'm expecting a Stanley Cup run. Nothing can make me madder than not getting a Stanley Cup within 5 years. We came really close in year 2, which was a good year, but then year 3s and 4, they were just bad years that we left in the second round. Anyways, though, jumping into GM options and roster moves. There we go. Okay, and anyone down there that want to come up? Not really. Anyone up here that wants to down? Not really. So I'll edit the lines. Okay, so we got Gauntz. No, so I want. Actually, who's better at face-off? Gauntz or Tavares? Tavares, 75. Gauntz, 76. Whatever. I'll keep Tavares in the middle. He's played there the whole time. So there we go. We got our first line right there. Then we have Grabner, Pavelski, and Lupul. There we go. And then down here we have, let's see now. Who do I want on my third line? I want Matt Martin down. Do I want McClement centering? I know McClement. Yeah, so he's got 85 for face-off. Shen, what's he like in face-off? 75. And then Reinhardt, yeah, so I want him centering, and then I think they're all centers, so doesn't really matter what wing I play them on. And then down here on the fourth line, I want my Holtra centering Martin and Greenop. That looks good. Wow, 72 tough guys. It's actually kind of rare. I don't know, I've had tough guys before, but what I'm saying is they don't normally get to a 72, 73. They normally get, ones that I have, like, that I've drafted normally get to, like, 69. Anyway, so there we go, and then defensively, Reinhardt and Ekman Larson, there we go, same as last year. Spurgeon and Speed's the same as last year, and then Eklund and Hamonic, there we go. Power play, Gauntz, Tavares, and Yakupov, I'll do that. Then Reinhardt and Ekman Larson, then Pavelski, standing Grabner and Lupul. There we go. Then Eklund and Spurgeon. Yeah, I want Eklund out there just because he's a bit better than, what's his name, Speed's in the offensive category. If you look at his offensive category, shooting 82, 85, 83, 80, 94. He's got a pretty good shot, actually. And then even putt skills. Deking and hand-eye isn't good, but he's a defenseman. But passing is 97. Puck control, 95. Then you look at his senses, 71 discipline, but 86 offensive awareness, So pretty good on the offensive side. If you look at Speed's, his stats are nowhere near, if I'm correct. Yeah, shooting is 75, 85, 77, 84. Puck skills, 80, 80, and then 87 and 83, and then sense is also nowhere near. So, yeah, definitely, that's why I'm put Eklund out there on the power play, because that's what we got him for, as a power play specialist. 4-man power play, Gauntz and Tavares. There we go. I want Pavelski and Yakupov, and the same thing for the penalty kill now. I want Gauntz and Pavelski. I don't want, this is tough, because we got lots of good guys for the PK. I want to put Holtra out there. Holtra, he's really good on the draw. Tavares, he is. No, I'm thinking I'm going to put Malhotra out there. I'll give Manuel Holtra the second line center, and McClement winging him, then Pavelski and Gauntz. There we go. Actually, what's Gauntz look like? He is 76 for faceoffs, and then Pavelski is 85. I'll switch that around. There we go. Okay. And then defensively, yeah, Ekman Larson, I know he was good. I think I want to get Hamonic in there, though, somewhere. Spurgeon. I'll take out Spurgeon. I'll put in Hamonic. Where is he? Oh, he's up there. What am I thinking? Hamonic. There we go. Switch him up. There we go. So that'll be our PK for the year. 3-man PK. This will be Pavelski and Malhotra. Oops. Malhotra. There we go. And then I'll switch up the D, and I'll put in Hamnick. There we go. 4 and 4. I want it to be Tavares and Gauntz and Reinhardt, Ekman Larson, Yakupov and Pavelski, Spurgeon, Spiza, then Shen and Grabner, Hamnick and Eklund. That works out for me. Gauntz and Tavares, extra attackers. There we go. We got 1-2 punch and goal. Shootout, that looks good. Offense looks all good. So there we go. Actually, let me see if the HL needs any editing. And lines, no, that's pretty much all good for me. Yep, looks good. Then goalie, yeah, that's all good. Actually, what do we have it? Prospect goalie at all? I forget. No, we didn't. Okay, so there we go. Lines are all done, and that actually brings us perfectly to the end of the video. But I'm just gonna quickly do the scouting and make sure that the jersey numbers are all set. But yeah, I'll quickly do that because this video is getting to an end. Sorry, it's gonna go a little long here. I just want to get that stuff done. That way we're not doing it in the next episode. We can get right to the sim. So we send out Scout. Dude, Scout Essential. Let's see. You're supposed to go Judry, Terrence Like, center, defense. I think we could pick up a winger. So like he is. I'll send him out there. So look for. I think he was in WHL. Yeah. So send him out there. We'll do 6 weeks because he is a top 5. So there we go. Send the scout out to scout him. Okay, so the scout's done. Let me jump over here to the coaching options and let's check the jersey numbers. There we go. Okay, so Gauntz, I'll give him the A finally. Then I want Reinhardt to have an A, and then I want Tavares to be the captain. There we go. So that's all good. And one final thing, I'm just going to check the awards to end out the video. So NHL 3. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong thing. Stat Central, there we go. So let's check the awards, and this will be the final thing in the video. So Stanley Cup went to the Nashville Predators. President's Trophy went to the Buffalo Sabres. Clarence S. Campbell went to the Nashville Predators. Prince of Wales went to the Buffalo Sabres. Art Ross went to Phil Kessel. Hart Memorial went to Emerson Etem. Matt Carl got the James Norris. Lady Bing went to Etem. Collender went to Morgan Klimchuk on the Florida Panthers. Conn Smythe went to Andre Kostigin. Vezina went to Jack Campbell, so there we go. He was the best goaltender of the year. There we go. We got one award underneath his belt. William Jennings, Ryan Miller, Bill Masterson, Duncan Siemens, Frank Jaselki, Pavel Datsyuk was a surprise. Ted Lindsay, Jack Campbell, there we go. So Jack Campbell picked up 2 awards there like that. And then Maurice Richard, Phil Kessel. And there we go. So those are the awards. And that brings us to the end of this video, guys. If there's any line changes you think we should make or any trades, tell me right now before we can start the season, so that way I can make them before we start the season. And if not, next episode story, we'll be jumping right into the season and the sim of year 5, and could be our it is going to be our final year.